Alright, so this is video number 7 on my playlist for Giuliani's 120 right hand development exercises. My printed version looks like this. It's possible you have a different version, but the notes are going to be the same. You might get different fingering suggestions in there. This is freely available online for free. This is public domain material. All you have to do is Google Giuliani 120 Studies for Right Hand Development PDF, and there's at least 2 or 3 places where you can download it for free. Exercise number 7 looks like this. And let me start by reminding you the 4 things that I suggest. And again, this is the 7th video. I'll place a link at the bottom and maybe at the top somewhere for the playlist. There are 120 of these, and I'm on number 7, so it's going to take me a while to go through all of them. That's okay. But here are the 4 things that I suggest to my students when they practice these, and to all of you who are watching and trying to play these along with me. The first one is to memorize each exercise when you practice it. That way you don't have to read the music. These are very short. They all use the same 2 chords, C and G7 with B. So C and G7 with B in the bass. That's all you get throughout the whole lot of exercises. So number 1, memorize each exercise. Number 2, start with a slow and comfortable speed and gradually increase the speed. Number 3, practice open strings first. I'll show you in a minute what that means because I'll go through each step or most of the steps. And number 4, plant or prepare the fingers in the right hand. So number 1, memorize it. Number 2, start slow and comfortable, gradually increase the speed. Number 3, practice right hand alone, open strings. And number 4, plant your fingers for each ascending arpeggio. So it's called finger planting or finger preparing. So I have mine memorized, and let me just do a couple of run throughs so you hear what it sounds like. Maybe. Okay. So I have it memorized. Number 2 would be to go slow. For me, today is Thursday. Today is Good Thursday. And this is the first thing I played this morning. It's 11:35 a.m. right now. I had my first practice session at about 10 o'clock, and I played for about 45 minutes doing this and some scale exercises. That was about 45 minutes or so. And this was the first thing I played, and my version of slow for this would be something like... gradually increase that. Okay. Number 3, my third suggestion is to play open strings, right hand fingers only. That means I'm not going to finger the chords here. I can just rest my hand here, here, wherever. And I will just play the right hand finger pattern. For this particular study, we have thumb on the 5th, index on the 3rd, ring on the 1st for the first pattern. So that's... So that's 5th, 3rd, 1st strings. And then the second pattern is thumb on the 4th string, index on the 3rd string, middle on the 2nd string. Okay, so here's that exercise with no left hand chords. don't have to play that last chord every time. You can just keep the pattern going. You want to increase the speed, maybe a little bit. Increase the speed, make sure that your right hand doesn't tense up, your shoulder, your back. You have to stay as relaxed as you were when you played it very slow. Very important. And the fourth thing that I suggest for these is to plant or prepare your right hand fingers for each ascending arpeggio. So the first ascending arpeggio here is this. So what I'm saying here is that most guitarists would have the thumb, index, and ring fingers on the strings before you play this ascending arpeggio. Prepare. So right now I actually have 3 fingers touching the strings, resting on the strings, my thumb, my index, my ring, and then I play the arpeggio. Okay, so maybe I can do just this a few times. If I stop at the beginning of each one or any one of those ascending arpeggios, I should have thumb, index, ring resting on those strings like a half a second before I actually play. So there I stopped. I actually have my thumb, index, ring resting on the strings. Now some people talk about planting and sequential planting. Scott Tannen talks about that a lot. It's a very interesting concept, and we do that as well. I won't address that here. I'll just quickly say that sequential planting is when each finger in that arpeggio would quickly prepare, so you don't just fish for the notes like in the dark, but you actually prepare each finger. At this point, I think it's safer for most of my viewers to just do a complete planting of the hand. Plant, plant, and then of course the second pattern, thumb on 4th, index on 3rd, middle on 2nd. Prepare, plant, plant, and then quicker. And then put the 2 together. So now, that was a quick version of how I would do this. And now let's put that whole thing together, slowly at first. That wasn't slow, sorry. A bit quicker. Make mistakes as you increase the speed, and I don't stop for every single buzz and every single mistake. This is just practicing technique, so I'm trying not to make mistakes, but I won't stop in the middle of the arpeggio just because I missed one note. very windy outside. I don't know if you can hear the wind. The trees next to my window are kind of brushing against the house. I don't know if you can hear that in the video. Okay, maybe a couple more times. All right, so this session for me would be, without talking and explaining things, be about 10-12 minutes of going through the steps and playing it slow and then moderate speed and then faster, and going through the 4 things I was talking about. This is exercise number 7. I'm giving myself about 20 years to finish all of these. Just kidding. It'll take me a while to record each one, but I'm in no rush. So this is number 7. Thank you for watching. Feel free to watch the other ones. Give this video a like if you get a chance, if you liked it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, you're more than welcome to do that. Thank you so much. You're noticing that my channel is being flooded with tutorials for beginners and late beginners and early intermediate musicians on the piano, steel string guitar, bass, and I'm usually just doing a lot of classical guitar and piano videos that are more advanced. This is due to the quarantine and the stay-at-home order, and I'm a school teacher and also music director at a fairly large church, and I'm using a different channel for my school students and this channel for some of my church musicians. Most of them are younger people, teenagers, to help them practice during this time of staying at home. So just bear with me. I hope that you're not bothered by the different types of videos and sing-along songs and basic guitar videos, but that's why it's happening. So I'm trying to help my students as much as possible. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate it. Have a nice day. Stay safe and healthy. God bless you.